Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Go! Go! Dallas Cowboys! Mr. Go Team of the senior pros, let the whole world hear our
This will be the first
stand up!
of 3 Stampedes this week here inside the SWBC podcast studio.
Going to stampede a lot.
We're stampeding into the month of December. Heckma Harrison says, come on in to the SWBC podcast studio. Heckma Harrison, Mickey Spagnola, Bill Jones, and yes, the Cowboys are right on the heels of the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC East. We've got 3 shows this week because we've got a game on Thursday, travel day on Wednesday, so we got a Stampede today. We got a look ahead to Detroit Stampede tomorrow and a Victory Friday Stampede on Friday. So all 3 shows start with a fight song.
Landry formation.
And
Landry.
welcome to a, get this, Victory
Come on.
Thursday edition
Let's go.
Did they do it
of
on,
Mick Shots.
Did they do it on Thanksgiving?
Yes, they did.
right.
It's a
Yes.
Victory
Come
Thursday
on.
edition.
Let's do this.
Thursday edition because it's already Thursday of work week getting ready for the Lions Thursday night.
Boy, that's right.
Wow.
Since
The
yesterday
page
was
turns very
Wednesday.
quickly as we get into the month of December.
Man, I love it. And guys, I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving and ate plenty of turkey and dressing and got an opportunity to enjoy your families, but also enjoy that game on Thursday.
And that game on Friday.
Yeah. It was a lot.
And for Bill, the game on Saturday.
It's a lot going
But
on.
I was talking about the Eagle game on Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
That
but-
was significant
It's a lot going on.
repercussions here.
It's a lot going on, but it all started with a performance by the Dallas Cowboys, guys, that I cannot wait to get into. Mickey's book of balling over here and all the notes that he's taken and everything that you wrote down during the game. Come on, let's get into it.
And by the way, Everson was planning to be here. He'll be here tomorrow.
Everson, you're not fooling us. We know what you're doing.
Flat tire.
We know what you're doing.
At a flat tire.
Get out and fix it.
Does
anybody fix their own tires
That's my
anymore?
biggest fear is getting to my truck and finding a flat tire. So I'm not going to say anything about Everson having a flat tire.
I'd have done the same thing. AAA.
Come on, guys, get out there and get it done.
There you go.
No, it's raining.
Come on, man.
In fact, I've got a nail in my left front tire
Oh,
right
no.
now, and I've been going, okay, it looks like it's pretty secure.
That's a ticking time bomb, Bill. Get it taken care of, all right?
It looks
what are
like
you doing?
it's securely in there.
The mayor of South Lake, somebody call this guy, get it taken care of,
The
all right?
air in the tire's not
doing?
gone down. Am I good to
you
go?
doing?
Can I just go with it, or do
No,
I
you
need
can't. You could go get it fixed.
All right, I got some time this afternoon. I'm going to stop by Discount.
Yes.
There you go. All right, now let's get into the important business at hand.
We should.
Man, what a Thursday it was. What a great Thanksgiving topped by a Cowboy victory over the Kansas City Chiefs.
And they tore up that turkey afterwards.
It's always a good
Literally.
sign.
Literally.
Always a good
Part by
sign
part.
on Thanksgiving Day when there are turkey legs in the locker room after the game.
I think it was a 3-legged turkey. Everybody had a leg, and then somebody picked up the carcass in their hand and carried it off.
That was Ferguson. He,
The picture of
he violated the turkey, so I won't just leave it there.
Look, that was one of the better performances I think I've seen in quite some time. Offense, defense, special teams, all the way around. I think it was awfully impressive that they could do that on a short week against an opponent like the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. So, that kind of convinced me that something special is brewing here, as I wrote in my headline, now you got some expectations that can they keep this up going forward, and got a week to prepare for this Detroit game. It's not easy having to go there, but at least you feel like there's possibilities down the road.
Yeah, I want to talk about those possibilities. It's been Dak Prescott and his performance for me, going head-to-head with Patrick Mahomes. That's what everybody was talking about. And Dak, he stood up under pressure like he always does, 320 yards, 27 of 39. And CeeDee Lamb, who had all the attention for all the wrong reasons because of drops against Philly, man, what a way to come back and atone for those mistakes. Seven catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Now, I said he was going to have 2, but he only had 1. But either way, my picks to click was right on. And since we all celebrate our genius on this show, I think I almost nailed the score, too. Everson's not here to back that up.
I was going to ask him to text us.
But that's okay. But that's all right. It's all facts. Just trust me now. Believe me later on, okay? 31-28.
Is that what you had?
No, I had 33-27, something or another.
Okay. What'd you have? You remember what you had?
26-23. So I had the spread right.
Okay.
3 points.
I had 48-46, which was the score of Mahomes' first college game at AT&T Stadium. So
it's feast of family.
He lost his first NFL game at AT&T Stadium.
It was about time. It's about time. Carla needs to get in line next for losing a game at AT&T Stadium.
But my picks to click, I had 2.
Who?
I had Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott as my picks to click. And if I would have told you Patrick Mahomes is going to go 23 of 34, 4 touchdown passes in the game, would you have thought the Cowboys win that game?
Until Dak went 27 of 39 for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And then Dak also had a pick mixed in there.
He did.
He got it 7-0.
Get that out of the way early.
That's right. Yep.
He did.
And that's just like the Philadelphia game. If you're going to fall behind by 21, do it in the first quarter. And then you got 3
time to come back.
Pick up.
And so, I mean, look, the stats on Dak are just like you just repeated, were there. But again, CeeDee Lamb and his performance and George Pickens. And somebody's got to tell me why George Pickens didn't start the game. Mickey, somebody's got to tell me.
Schottenheimer said it was whatever they were in. They started with I wrote it down, by the way. They started with a fullback in the game, maybe 2 tight ends and a fullback. There was. I think there might have been only 1 receiver. Oh no, they had Flournoy in there as the other wide receiver. They were going to run the football.
So we have packages that do not include George Pickens, and he didn't start the game. So, okay.
Yeah.
That was my biggest question about the game and why he wasn't on the field for those 2 plays. But, again, I think that performance by your wide receivers, man, you got to love that. You got 2 viable threats that everybody has to look out for. And
we got to have 4, right?
That's right. A fearsome foursome here as Nathan Frisco is making his way to Everson's
with
seat.
A big smile on his face.
He does have a big smile on his face, and rightly so.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
No one likes to talk about Thanksgiving Day performances as much as Nate Newton does.
How you doing?
How you doing? Good to see you, Nate.
How you doing?
Long arms.
Yes. Good to see you guys.
you guys want to continue the conversation?
Yes, sir. I was listening. A great conversation.
Tell Nate what you're – okay.
Yeah, great conversation. Go ahead on. Talking about 2 great wide receivers.
Yeah.
Who was your pick to click, Mickey?
Quinnen Williams.
Okay, that worked.
Went out on a limb on that one.
Oh, and you picked Lamb?
I did.
Oh, well, that was a big limb.
Yeah, I mean, but after the bad game, I'm just saying. I mean, there were a lot of people shying away from that.
Heckman got a glimpse at the play sheet. They were going to feed Lamb.
Well, I mean, hey,
they were feeding Lamb on Turkey Day.
Coach Schottenheimer said all week what the plan was with CD, and he stayed
early on that first long drive for the touchdown. It was all pretty much Lamb all the way.
Yes, sir.
To the end zone.
Great.
Nate, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, man, it was beautiful, man. I like y'all conversation, man. Good, picks to click. How about you, Mick? You was we know who you picked. The obvious. What about you?
I had 2 picks to click. I had Mahomes and Prescott.
Wow.
I had the
mean,
two
this
quarterbacks.
dude wasn't going to leave.
No, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
That's Bill.
What was
Well,
that?
they had to,
pick?
for me to be right, both
Yeah.
of them had to have great days.
Yeah.
And both of them had great days.
Because he had 40 points for each team.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, but we did have the first pass right. We all said it's going to CD.
Yes.
And it did.
Yes. Okay, man. What was Evers's pick to click?
We don't remember.
remember.
Wow. Brother leave for one few minutes and we forget about it. Wow.
It wasn't Ferguson. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
Some another.
I think it was Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Because he kept talking about how they had to run the football.
And they ran it a little bit.
They did.
Ran it. I mean,
And Javonte had 17 carries for 59 yards.
He should have picked
Malik Davis. How about Malik Davis with a 43-yard touchdown run?
that was just a great game that I think the Cowboys played. I mean, nice game. I enjoyed watching it, man. I like I talked to this gentleman here a lot off air. I'm just enjoying the season. It's been a nice season. The mid-season acquisitions is starting to work out, and I'm enjoying it, man.
Has it changed your expectations of this team since the acquisitions and the success that they've had?
No, I'm still that guy I'm going to wait and see. This is a year where I think Coach Schottenheimer deserves to not be judged so harshly. It's his first year. I mean, he can talk about osmosis all he wants. This is his first year being the NFL head coach. He's going to make a few mistakes. He's going to learn, and but he's got the personnel. I mean, I think they've given him the right people. All they got to do is stay healthy. And I'm talking about, especially within the trenches, stay healthy, and we'll just see where this thing go. I mean, if they make the playoffs, won't be no bigger cheerleader than me. If they don't make the playoffs, it still won't be no bigger cheerleader than me.
Let me ask you, Nate, as we turn the calendar to December now, when with Jimmy Johnson, did he, once you got to December, did he spell it out for the players at all, what the playoff picture is?
He would talk briefly once we started winning. Once we knew who we were, he would just, tell us why we would need this upcoming game. If it was a home field, situation, who you are. I mean, just little things. He would never get too far away from the game at hand. Mm-hmm. He did not believe, he was one of them guys that, don't eat the cheese, don't fall for the but don't drink the Kool-Aid, and but he would, especially with like 3 or 4 weeks left, like now as things get down to the end,
we're getting into money time.
Yeah, he would say, "Hey fellas, this is why we need this game. This is why this is so big." And at this point here, every game is a big game. The Cowboys have put themselves in a position now where every game is a big game. The media can't make it no bigger than what's already is in your mind.
The reason I asked you is I was listening to Rich Gannon on NFL radio, and he was talking about playing for Marty Schottenheimer. Mm-hmm. And he said that one of the things he appreciated about Marty, and he didn't make a big deal about it, but once they got to December, and now it's money time.
Yes.
And Marty had his saying, now you're playing with my money. Okay.
Yeah.
And he said that Marty, at the beginning of the week, he just real quick, he'd say, all right, he'd put up on a board or whatever, this is the playoff picture. This is what we're looking at right now.
Yes.
And so from that perspective, coming out of Thanksgiving weekend now, before you're looking at, a wild card race, whatever, but the first job of a team is to win their own division.
That's right.
And now if you look at the path for the Cowboys as we enter December with 5 weeks left, really the best chance for the Cowboys to make the playoffs is to win their division.
Yes.
Because of what's going on in the NFC West with all of them. Well, the Rams got beat yesterday by Carolina, but they've got 9 wins. San Francisco's got 9 wins. Seattle's got 9 wins. And then you look at the NFC North with Chicago beating Philadelphia on Friday. They got the best record in the entire conference right now. But with the Packers record, you got you're playing the Lions this week, but there's only 3 wild card spots left. And the Packers as well as the two NFC West teams, it's tough catching any of those teams. But Philadelphia is in your sights now. And with the Eagles losing to the Bears, Eagles, basically the way it breaks down for the Cowboys the rest of the way, if the Cowboys go 5-0, win out, the Eagles have to go 4-1 to win the division. Mm-hmm. If the Cowboys go 4-1, the Eagles have to go 3-2.
Yeah.
But so what you're looking at right now is if the Cowboys go 4-1 and the Eagles go 2-3, only win 2 of their last 5 games, Cowboys win the NFC East. That's the best path for the Cowboys to make the playoffs.
So to answer your question about Jimmy, if you remember, Nate, the 93 season, you lost the 2 games in a row to Atlanta and then Miami on Thanksgiving.
Right.
You were sitting there at 7-4. And he basically came out and said, we got to run the table to win the division. And they didn't run the table until overtime of the 5th straight win against the Giants, remember?
Yes.
And that allowed you to win the division. Because if you lost that, you're not winning the division, and you wouldn't have had home field. And I remember afterwards, Daryl Johnston said, I don't know if he ever could have coached us any harder than he did during that 5-game streak, because he knew we needed to win every game. And as it turned out, those were his last 5 regular season games with the Cowboys. And I remember Daryl telling me that it would have been hard for him to come back and coach you guys that hard all over again in another season.
One thing about the better coaches in the league, like I tell people, certain things I don't debate, and I don't debate when it comes to Coach Johnson. One thing he had an ultra focus, man, and I don't know if he went back in his office and laughed after some of the antics
stuff he said,
some of the things he said.
I know. I bet he did.
He had an ultra focus, man, that was like everything he talked about was always about the game. It was always leading to the game. It was always, it's like each guy he had to have the memory where you don't forget none, a photographic memory, because each guy he had a snapshot, and each guy you could listen to him. Because I used to follow him, and he would say this to Leon Leder, he would say this to Charles, or he wouldn't even speak to Jay Novacek. That was just a relationship they had. They'll both just nod their head at one another. He'll have something different from me. It's like, but it all led to the game. It all was about the game. So I love them now. I hated him then, but loved him now because I understand who he was, and it's about winning. It's about winning, and that's the only thing that if Coach Schottenheimer, if I can give him any, it's about winning, Coach. And people say, yeah, well, that's obvious. No, it's not, because if it was obvious, Kansas City wouldn't be in the position they in, and Philadelphia wouldn't be falling off this ledge.
Well,
because you got to understand it's about your division.
If you go back to yesterday, how he started his meeting with the players, and basically when he was asked the very question about the NFC East, the playoffs, and he said to us before the practice, he said the most important thing for us is today's practice, tomorrow's practice, and the next game.
Right.
I don't want them thinking about what they got to do this, or this. And during the practice, they normally do their stretch, and then they do these little drills running through the
warming up,
whatever you call it. And then they go usually break into their individual drills. Well, this time they didn't break into individual drills. He had a team meeting, gathered everybody up, and talked to them before the practice. And the last thing you could hear from where we were standing, he yells out, "Let's have a such and such good practice today." And under no uncertain terms was the word before good. You can fill in the blanks. And that was the message to the team about doing a good practice on Sunday.
You know, I'll say this real quickly because I know we need to go to a break. Is back in our day, and I hate to compare, back in our day, it was not allowed to have a bad. You were not allowed to have a bad practice,
Right?
you know, because it just wasn't gonna happen. Either Troy was gonna stop it and look at Jimmy, or Jimmy was gonna stop and like, hey fellas, this ain't how you win. Start practice over. So, but now it's so many regulations and rules till you can get halfway through practice. You ain't starting the practice over. Now, you may stop them and try to alert them that things are going bad, but back in the day, no, dog, this isn't how we're going to do it today. Start this over. If we can be over halfway through the practice, now we're like, oh, Lord, we got to get this right because we already had something planned out the practice, so we got to get this right now.
Well,
You know.
I figured it was either him yelling or Dak,
Yeah.
right? And it ended up being him. So he set the tone for what they were doing yesterday, even though they weren't in pads. So
You got to
I think his word to them, just keep your head down, keep working day by day by day.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just getting started here on a Victory Monday, or is it Thursday, edition of Mick Shots. So much to get to with Nate Newton filling in for Everson Walls. Next.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
The 2026 NFL Pro Bowl vote is open, and the roster is up to you. Now through December 15th, cast your ballot to send your favorite Dallas Cowboy to the Pro Bowl game in San Francisco. Don't wait. Go to probowl.com/vote today.
All right, Heckma Harrison doing the honors. As Everson Walls usually has our reads coming back.
Yep.
We got, speaking of Pro Bowlers, we got a 6-time Pro Bowler in our midst here, Nate Newton. We're looking back at the Chiefs, but we're also looking ahead to the Lions. And one of the reasons I think that the coach had to say that to the players, focus on today, is because you don't want to read about what's going on with the opponent this week,
Right.
Because they have been struggling here lately, the Lions. But the Lions are in a position where they are almost as desperate as what the Cowboys were a couple of weeks ago, and what the Cowboys still need to be. because of lost to the Packers at home on Thursday, injury situations on that team. They've lost Sam Laporta, their tight end. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes down 4 plays into the game on Thursday with an injury. And you know that team is going to give the Cowboys their best shot on Thursday.
Well, all he needs to do is remind them the last time they played them, right?
But the hook and ladder?
Last year, 47-9, got their butts beat.
Yeah.
Then a bigger blow was Ragnar not being ready.
Yeah.
They thought Ragnar was going to come out of retirement, and he's got a bad strain, a grade.
Just the fact that they are entertaining the thought
Yes.
of Ragnow coming out of retirement tells you how they feel about the interior of their offensive line right now.
And they well better be, because the guy we should have picked to click on Thursday was Jadeveon Clowney. Did you see on the tackle chart the first 3 guys that were tied with 6 tackles each? Clowney, not here from the start. Savon Revel, not here from the start. DeMarvion Overshone, not here from the start. So when they asked Eberflus about the influence of these new guys that weren't here from the start, he was like, he soft-talked it like, well, it takes all 11, da-da-da. Clowney had 6 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 quarterback hits. That's exactly what they need from a veteran guy like that to come out and play the way he did. Now, he didn't practice yesterday. They didn't have an injury report, but he was doing the chords with Britt before
You get a senior day off.
started. Somewhat. He's got a neck thing going on.
Right.
So he would have DNP'd. All last week he was limited with a neck, and then he was full the day before the game. But if that guy can play and create that pass rush, somebody asked him, why are you guys doing better on down? And it's like, he gave all these reasons, right? And then at the end he goes, but of course it's about pressure, right?
Right.
They got pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. I wish you'd just go ahead and be honest. Just say what it is. It's
what it is.
It's Quentin Williams. You get a guy that can influence the middle of your defense, and it takes the attention off of the offensive line. And now you're starting to see Osa Odigizua even play a hell of a lot better. You're starting to see the pressure from the outside, and guys like 41, who you guys been talking about, Ezaraku, and how much better he looks. And look, I think originally what you were talking about is just the way that this season has gone, and I'm telling you, guys like bringing Quentin Williams on has made so many other parts about this defense look so much better. And look, you were high on Jadeveon Clowney from the beginning, and you're starting to see the impact that he's having when he doesn't have to deal with the same amount of chips and things, because now they have to account for somebody so much bigger in the interior of this defensive line. So, look, for me, I just feel like the message that Coach Brian Schottenheimer is delivering to his team as far as control the controllables. In 93, whatever it was that Jimmy told y'all, man, he got through. Guess what? You got a ring because of it. This team right now, they are red hot. They are red hot, and if they can continue on this trajectory and control what they can control, however you get in, I just want to see this team get in, because they damn sure are getting hot at the right time.
And if you look at Williams, he had 4 tackles, quarterback hit, and the pressure he applies in the front. So of the top 6 guys that had tackles, only 1 guy had been here previously, Donovan Williams, because all of a sudden Logan Wilson showed up, 4 tackles, right? And so this influence of new guys has made a difference. Significant.
And I'll be a little bit more specific. Yeah. This influence of better talent.
Yes.
See, I don't care, people, hey, man, just to be on this level, 1% of the 1%. No. Better players with high IQs or above average IQs give you better results. It ain't just guys you can go, hey, man, hey, look at here. He played for the Thunder Lightning. Let's go get him off the street. No, that don't work. Better players, better players will get me better results, and we'll be in, like Swiss used to say, what does he run? A 4-3? Hey, I know how to use him. Bring him in here. It's better players. That's what we're facing. Every guy that you named is better than the guy that was in there. Every guy across. Yeah. And the guys that were hanging on the edges, our two safeties that were hanging on the edges to see how this thing was going to go, and now all of a sudden they're like, "Ooh, I ain't getting 30 snaps. Let me get better. Let me look at a little more film." That's what makes it better. This guy, Quinny, and this guy, Logan, said the right things. I'm here to do my job. That's on the field, in the study room. Now guys like, these are our new leaders. This is who we're following. Boom, you get better results.
And you know what? Just listening to Williams talk, even a better person.
Yeah.
He knows this game. He's kind of soft-spoken for a big dude like that.
Yeah, big, funny.
Plays.
Yeah, big, funny guy.
But it ain't funny when he gets on the field.
No, the thing about him is he exudes team play.
Yes.
I've never heard him say me, and I. And I'm talking about his mannerisms don't say that. It's like the team. Same with Overshown. It's the team. It's us as outside forces or their friends that they listen to make it about them.
Yeah.
And let me give you an example. He did his media thing out in the hallway. When he finished, he went right to, I forgot who had it, but the Jets game was on the phone. Mm-hmm. And he was still interested, hoping the Jets would pull that game out yesterday.
Against Atlanta, which they did.
And they did. Yeah. And he watched it to the end, right? And it dawned on me. So before the trade, had they won a game? The Jets. I'm trying to.
Yeah, they won one.
They won one,
yeah,
right? Yeah. So what occurred to me is, and I asked him, and he kind of soft played it. I said, you know what? You came here, and you were with a team that was on a losing streak, and now you're here, and you haven't lost the game yet. Mm. And he goes, well, yeah, but I'm just trying to do what I need to do, and that does, but he soft played it, right? But I would have think, God, praise the Lord, I'm on a team that's great, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so he's that type of guy. Those guys are listening to him too.
Yeah.
By the way, they're following him because they know. Think about it. Before he got here, this team had not had a Pro Bowl defensive tackle since Jason Hatcher, and that would go back 11 years to 2014. So they've got somebody that knows what he's doing.
Well, think about Quinnen Williams in college at Alabama. He played in 3 straight national championship games, won a national championship, and then he's stuck on the New York Jets for 5 years.
Way to put it in perspective, Bill.
Third pick in the draft, okay?
Right.
But he's stuck on the New York Jets. Yeah. And now he comes to a Cowboys team that seemed kind of to be out of it when he got here, but things are rolling, and a lot of it is because of him. And now he's hungry. I mean, he's hungry to have that same thing he had 6 years ago when he was at Alabama.
The bottom line is, and these coaches are all connected, and I tell Heckman all the time, tell me from the team aspect. Don't tell me from the individual aspect. Don't let your emotions ride up in it. Nick Saban is a part of that tree that we all talk about, the Bill Parcells and all that team. He recruit his players, and one of the first things he look them in the eye and say, "Son, are you scared of competition? If you're scared of competition, you don't go to that team, because you're not guaranteed to start. I'll start a freshman over you. It's about competition. So these guys learn that I'm gonna be playing with the best. So you know what? I'm gonna cheer for the best, because we competing every day. That's how it was. Our offensive linemen are going to, after this training camp, are going to be better because Quinny is an A-plus player. Now, if Clowney makes it back to training camp, he's a B player. I'm talking about guys that can make your offensive line better. That's what I've been always about. When we went to training camp last year, y'all saw me just looking around like, okay, now we done played the Rams. We done scrimmaged the Rams. Now we know what a good team look like. Right. You
True.
remember when I was trying to say that?
Yes.
They were like, well, nah. It's just good make you good. Great make you even better.
One other thing on Quentin Williams is he also came to a team where the defensive line coach was his former coach with the Jets, Aaron Whitecotton. And so the transition coming in here, Whitecotton knew what he was all about and gave him the freedom that, hey, this is your room, okay? And Solomon Thomas was his teammate there in that same room.
And the learning curve, isn't it?
That's right. And so it's like, go be you, okay? You are the leader of this defensive line.
Just remember what you had before he got
No, let's not.
No. I'm messing with you. I don't mention names. But remember what you had.
Right.
He'll tell. I ask people all the time, do you know what greatness is? Mm-hmm. And if you know what greatness is, then you know we still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll come back with more Mix Shots in just a moment.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
To Mixed Shots.
Cowboy Nation, Tom Gibson, you lucky dog, has been named your 2025 Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan for his dedication to the team and spicing up the game. Vote for Tom to be named the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year at NFL.com/Fan of the Year.
All right, Mickey, what else do we need to know? Because you were here on Sunday, a work day for you. It wasn't a work day for at least me, or I don't know about the rest of you. But
okay, we're going to take 1 minute away, and this is for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, going back, I know this is before you were born.
Yeah, it is.
Do you remember Bubbles Cash?
Not really.
So, this in the morning news on Sunday. Bubbles Cash was back in the late 60s.
No, I do not remember her.
She was a stripper here locally and in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I like this.
And she came to the game at the Cotton Bowl in 67, and she had a mini skirt on, and she had two cotton candies in front of her rather endowed breasts.
Okay.
She came walking down the aisle, and the whole stadium.
You have a tour outside now, by the way, Mickey.
And the whole
No, I turned that off.
Okay,
whole
speakers off
stadium
out there, so feel free.
Stopped down and started oohing on her because she came in the middle of the first quarter, right? It ended up being a big story in the Cowboys' history where Bob Hayes said something to Don Meredith in the middle of the huddle. He goes, Bubbles Cash is here. And he goes, who? He goes, Bubble Cash. And so as the story goes, John Eisenberg wrote this in his book, and he said, Meredith called timeout so they could all look. And Landry started screaming, what did you call timeout for? And Landry goes, it's Bubbles Cash.
Wow.
No.
So
there you go.
They tracked her down. She's 78 years old and basically talked to her about how she upstaged the whole game and how the players started giving her their tickets so she could come to the game and never showed up until the middle of the first quarter so she could make an entrance.
Bubbles Cash.
Bubbles Cash. I thought you would know.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
It's like Morgana the Kissing Bandit.
Sort of that, yeah. Anyway.
Wow. So
just a little break from hardcore
so they called Bob knew from the start who it was. So that lets you know where Bob hanging out at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
man.
she got so famous that Johnny Carson wanted her on the Tonight Show, and she worked for these brothers here that ran the strip joints, and they said, no, you got a contract here. You can't do that.
Wow, I tell it right here,
It's a hell of a story.
No, stay away from that, Nate.
Yeah, so
Man, don't
so the lady with the double D's, you know what I'm saying?
Bubbles Cash.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about another
the guys knew about it.
So that's what we needed to know from Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I asked what
and then we
know from
talk about
Sunday.
how we need the players to focus.
Hey.
So Sunday, Kalen Carson had returned to practice. Hooker was out there doing stuff that we saw. Pickens showed up a little bit late. I bet he was doing stuff inside, and he practiced. And I guess they didn't have to do a injury report, but they would have all been limited, I'm guessing. And think about this. Pickens has already had a career high by 2 yards, 1,142 yards. And Williams, Javonte needs 45 yards for the first 1,000-yard rushing performance of his career. So that's what you needed to know from Sunday.
Okay, all right.
And Monday, they will be out here as soon as we finish 12:50 and start practicing if they're outdoors because it started raining, if you guys noticed.
I did not notice, but okay. Well, that hasn't stopped them before from practicing
that's
outside. And it worked pretty well for them.
Before the
they
Eagles
keep winning
game,
games.
right?
That's right. Okay, and by the way, how about that Eagles game? I mean, the Bears ran for 281 yards. Speaking of 100-yard rushers, they had 2 in that one game against the Eagles.
Oh, I love it. Anytime the Eagles lose, it's a good day. The Bears, and we talked about the Bears and the Panthers. These are two teams that are on fire right now, man.
Cowboys lose on the road to both those teams.
And it don't look too bad now, right, after seeing the way that the season is going for them.
I am the happiest for Bryce Young.
Yeah, right.
Everything he had to go through.
Yeah.
And the criticism he took for wasn't he the first quarter? Was he the
first pick Heisman Trophy winner?
Yep. And he had nobody around him. Now he's got a team, and look what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's doing the same thing now that he did at Alabama.
And by the way, relating back to Quinnen Williams, what makes a big difference on that Carolina defense is the big guy in the middle of their defense, Derek Brown, who was hurt all of last year, but this year you see what he's doing.
But that is a different team, and obviously Nate knows a lot about the Rams, and I'm dialed in on this game, and I'm watching Stafford and Young go back and forth. But defensively, it's the fact that the Panthers, they're so stout up front, and they mitigate that Kyron Williams, their running back, who is all world. I love him too. But when you can stop the run and you can make them one-dimensional, it changes everything for the Rams. But the Panthers are just a good team, man.
Speaking of Derek Brown, he's on right behind you, as you were talking.
There you go.
All right, Nate, you got a final comment?
Oh no, sir. I just a joy to be on y'all show, man. It just comes, hear you people, do your thing, man. I'm just excited, man, for the Cowboys. Just one step at a time. I'm not gonna get overly excited about what they're doing. But I just want to wait and see. I want to watch and enjoy the game. A lot of times we as announcers have to always have this super opinion. How about just watching the game and talking about what you really see?
Since we've got you here, one final comment, okay? One of the big things that the way I look at left tackles is if I'm watching the broadcast and the left tackle's name isn't mentioned, he must have had a decent game.
Yeah.
Nate Thomas started, making his second NFL start. He also started the Jets game. Starts for Tyler Guyton. What are your thoughts on him?
He's got a lot to learn, but he plays well enough. This whole offensive line has played well enough. But it's two people I add to this offensive line. I add Jason Ferguson. Jake Ferguson has done a great, awesome job. And I add Dak to this offensive line. He's done a great, awesome job. These kids have a long ways to go and a short time to get there. So they just got to keep improving and keep playing together because the coaches are scheming up success for them. And all they got to do is just keep playing. You got a rookie at left tackle. You got a rookie at right guard. You got a second-year guy at center. So just keep playing. And then you got a guy that's injured bad at your left guard. So keep playing.
I'll add the offensive coordinator, Clayton Adams, to what you're talking about, and the offensive line coach, Connor Riley.
Yes.
Yeah, that running game is
And
good.
if you noticed, I know Tyler Smith's at left guard, but they were running left.
Yeah, he's sucking it up, man.
Between him and Nate Thomas, they were running left.
They a majority of their play. One thing I admire about Smith is he got some old school in him. He gonna grit. You'll see some plays where he's limping badly. Then you'll see some play where he's okay. And I like that grit and determination and them with their offensive line coach and the way they're scheming things up. Much success. I understand now why they doing the two-back thing. I understand because what's we call it is a power back. 33 is a power back. But they do want that guy with just a twitch of quickness to him. But let that be Malik. Don't let that. I don't want number 9. He gonna get I'm telling you, number 9 gonna get caught one day, and it ain't gonna be pretty. I'm just telling you.
Well, if you need to know about Tyler Smith, go look up Bill's story on him last night.
Yeah.
It's worth seeing. He is the real deal.
He is. Yeah. He's what you're looking for as far as makeup goes in a first-round draft pick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I talked to a lot of people about him just to make sure he's all right.
Yep. All right. Very good. And we're going to turn our full attention to the Detroit Lions tomorrow as we get you ready for Thursday night football with the return of Everson Walls on Mix Shots tomorrow. Thank you, Nate.
All right, Everson.
Go Cowboys.
All right.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this,